I'm gonna need you to say what you said in the store. What did you call it? What did you call it?
What?
What did you call my book?
Oh, House of Smut.
I got my hands on a copy, and now we're headed home. I picked up the book. It's day 2 of reading, but I'm gonna give you a day 1 update. So I didn't know if I was gonna do a vlog for this, but of course then I started reading. I was like, oh hell nah. Like mama's gonna have to do a whole ass vlog for this. Anyways, started reading. Before I get into that, you're gonna see all these bookmarks on here. This is a thing that I do when I try to read, like when I read bigger books, is I will put a bookmark at every stopping place. This time I'm gonna do at 100 pages so that you guys get an update. About every 100 pages, it'll be like a reminder for me. The prologue. Sophie and her spy infiltration sort of thing, I think is foreshadowing something else in the book. And therefore, at this point, I trust no one. Trust no one. Everyone is suspicious to me. I'm like, are you being friends with Bryce right now? Why are you being friends with Bryce? Why are you trying to get into her little clique? Suspicious, all right? And after that, I read the first 100 pages, right? The toe curling. Can we discuss the toe curling? Sarah J. Maas. There are other things that you can use to express sexual tension. Like anything other than toe curling, please. Like every paragraph, it's toe curling. All right, I get it. Toe curling pleasure. It is like it's a phrase people use, but no one actually physically curls their toes. So can we please stop saying that? Like, let's do some like at this point you can do some core warming, right? Like some lip licking, some lip biting, some hand clenching. Let's go with a traditional hand clench. Just something other than toe curling. Poor Bryce's toes are exhausted at this point. All right, and then the second thing. Okay, this is like a big debate thing, so tell me what you think. But I understand that these are supernatural creatures, and this is the same thing with Akatar. So I understand that they are supernatural creatures, that they have super senses and like smell and sight and hearing. Fully understand that, okay? So I get the concept of people being able to smell when someone else is aroused. I got the concept, okay? We did this in Akatar. Do we really need to do this in this like whole series as well? Because I would really prefer if we didn't. You can just mention, just mention once that Hunt knows that Bryce is excited by her smell. Then we can leave it alone. We can drop it. I got the concept, all right? I got the concept. I don't need to be reading about you smelling everyone. It's weird. It's weird, okay? I get it that it's one of the ways that he knows that, or they know that someone's turned on or someone's had sex. I got it, but I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want it. It creeps me out. It grosses me out, okay? All right, now, the second 100 pages, which I finished this morning. Finally got like, we're getting a little bit more of the plot, right? A little bit more about Danica and how she's introduced into this, why the prologue is important. We get a little cat demon action and we get some Theron action, which I'm not mad about. Bryce is getting her little gang together, getting them all involved. There is a new governor, which is super suspicious. She's suspicious too because she's nice. And Hunt is catching on to her suspiciousness, but I don't know. We'll figure that out as well. Like we're just getting into it. No, yeah, we got our first like sexy scene between Hunt and Bryce, and it was toe curling. No, I need to stop. But anyways, not too bad, not too bad. I have a buddy read that I need to finish tonight, and I still need to finish The Four Winds. I'm about halfway through that, so I don't know how much I'm going to read today. I'm hoping, my goal is like 100 pages, so hopefully we get another 100 pages and we'll be good to go. But anyways, those are my initial thoughts. I'm excited. I'm stoked. I am invested and ready to go. First sex scene down. Also, I love Ethan. All right. mess because I literally just jumped out of the bathtub because I read something. Agent Daybreak is Rune's fiance. Just so y'all know. Just so y'all know. Also, I still don't trust the governor. No, she's lying through her teeth. Don't trust her. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna go back to reading now. Stayed up till 2 o'clock reading because I wanted to at least get halfway through House of Sky and Breath. Good news, I got halfway through House of Sky and Breath. Bad news is Mama is not here today. I should know better. Like, I pull all-nighters any other time. Not when I have 2 kids. Anyways, okay, so I'm now on page 400. So I read through 200 and 300. I didn't give you an update then. There wasn't much that I really wanted to comment on besides thinking that Agent Day is Rune's fiance. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And then I read through 300 and 400. So today we're going to try to go from 400 to 500. However, I have comments on the pages 300 to 400. First off, Madoc is Danica's father? Like, honestly, I forgot that they didn't even mention that in the first book. Like, they did the sideways comment of like, oh, well, Danica doesn't really talk about her father. He's just a sperm donor. And then they brought it up in this one. I literally said, what? I wish that I was able to, like, keep my camera up and running the entire time I was reading, because I literally stopped and was like, what? Excuse me? Yes, Madoc is Danica's father, which makes Danica that much more, like, badass, I guess. Secondly, I am really feeling for Bryce right now. So, like, I don't know if anyone else has experienced it, but I feel what she feels with Danica. So it's like you have a best friend and you think that you are each other's best friends, and then suddenly you find out that your best friend is really best friends with someone else. You know that, like, really heart-sinking feeling? You're like, oh fuck, like, you don't, I don't know. Like, it's like Danica has this whole other life she never told Bryce about. And Bryce was like her ride or die. Like, she would have died for Danica. And then to find out later on that Danica had this entire secret life away from Bryce, like, I understand what she's feeling. Like I said, it's like your best friend has a best friend you didn't even know about. Also, what was it? Baxian, I want to say is his name. So Baxian is another angel, and he was part of a group with opposite of Hunt, who was known for being very violent and angry. Or not angry, but very violent and cruel, and they have now teamed up with Hunt. And I love the moment where Bryce, like, smiles at Baxian and tells him, like, hey, we'll see you later, like, you would be a good part of the group or whatever. And Hunt's looking at her like, what the fuck? And like, Bryce looks at him and is like, well, don't you have a past too? Like, we all have pasts, and Baxian's trying to be better, so you can't blame him for that. Hold on, I'm getting a call and I'm sorry. Like I said, it's a real vlog. It's not a real vlog if I don't get interrupted by either a screaming child or my husband calling. But no, I really love that. And I hope that Hunt's suspicions about Baxian are wrong. And Baxian really does, like, become part of the group, because I think that would be a good dynamic. It'd be a fun dynamic. I still don't like the governor. I think she's suspicious. You say her name like Celestine? Celestian? I don't know. Still don't like her. She's the one I'm out for. Like, we foreshadowed someone being a spy and someone being backstabbing and, like, undercover, and I don't trust her at all. I think she's it. Real quick before I go, because I do have a baby to get back to, Ethan liking Bryce, I really could have lived without that, to be honest with you. Like, why can't we just have a friend group? Like, why can't we just have a male and a female who are friends and can banter and can, like, be like brother or sister sort of nonsense? Like, why do we have to add the romantic aspect into it? I don't like it. I don't want it. Like, I don't feel anything for Ethan. I don't like Ethan and Bryce. And I swear, if Sarah J. Maas pulls a Tamlin with Hunt and Ethan suddenly becomes like Rysand, I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so upset. Like, can we not do that, please? Please? Please. Okay. Like I said, that has had to be a really quick update. So I'm going to get back to reading. I've got my reading outfit on. And I'm going to pound through some pages, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll see how my kids cooperate. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Can we talk about how Bryce is like literally just gathering a gang of people who want to kill her throughout this entire book? There'd be one character that doesn't threaten Bryce's life and tell her that eventually they're gonna kill her. It's kind of getting amusing at this point. I have 100 pages left, and I'm afraid I don't want to finish it, but I'm gonna do it, I guess. I know I'm gonna have to wait like another 2 years until I get another one. Hopefully that's not the case. I hope not. I'm not ready. Alright, 100 pages left. Let's do it. Yeah. I feel like that last clip needed a little bit of context. First off, I need to know who Agent Daybright is. Secondly, Rune asks how she likes it, and her reply is, I like it true, and I like it real. I'm gonna cry. Like, that's all I needed. And now I need Rune to save her. I'm not prepared. I'm not ready. Anyways, I have to stop for a while because I want to make sure I get my reaction. I have like 50 more pages left. I want to make sure I catch my reaction live for your guys' vlog, for the vlog, because I just had that one moment and I was like, no, I'm gonna need to talk to people as I read this. And I have to get dinner started and do mom things. So. Okay, I don't know if I'm mentally ready to close out this vlog yet. I just finished the book last night, but we're gonna do it because it took me forever to read. What? And what? It was like my reaction this entire book. All right, so I get that a lot of the critiques of House of Earth and Blood was that it was very info dumpy. However, I, as someone who reads adult fantasy, didn't find it to be too info dumping, to be honest with you. Didn't. I think it did exactly what it should have done in like the 500 pages that it was. However, if you thought that was info dumpy, then look forward to the second book because it's not at all. All right, it is not info dumpy at all. So you hit the ground running with this book. You basically get like an intro of like, here's our characters again, this is what they've been up to, and let's go. Which I know that I liked. I love seeing Bryce and Hunt in this book. You get like, I think someone on Instagram, I can't remember who, said like, this is like the Avengers. Yeah, this is the Avengers. You have like all your favorite characters and there's like the found family trope. They all have like their special little niche and they're all going on their own journey, and it is amazing to read about. I'm not gonna lie. Theron being on the cover of this book was accurate. Theron has my freaking heart. Like this entire book, of course, like Bryce and Hunt are like main, but Theron's journey throughout this entire book was so heartbreaking. And he honestly is like, personally, the star of this book, next to Bryce. Let me talk to you about Bryce. Good Lord. Like, I think I mentioned it earlier in the vlog too, but by the end of this book, everyone wants to kill her. And she's like ultimate. She's ultimate. And the fact that she knows that cracks me up. Like, she literally is standing next to the god of hell, the Underking. I would like reference him as like a hell god, looking at her freaking nails. Like, oh yeah, I mean, I guess. Like, Bryce, sweetheart, I love you. I love Bryce. Hunt's kind of a pansy in this book, but that's all right. Like, I like that he was a little bit of a pansy. So one of the things is that there are mates in this. They've decided in this universe there are going to be mates, and Hunt discovers that he is Bryce's mate, and from then on, it is just like, must protect Bryce, must screw Bryce, must protect Bryce, must screw Bryce. And that is his entire personality, this entire book. I'm not gonna lie to you. Did I like it? Yes, but I also like a lot of smutty scenes. And because Hunt was like, screw, protect, that was what you got all day, okay? Love that. Agent Day? Are you freaking kidding me? That ending? Once again, it was just like, what? 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 Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting loud. But like, that's what it was. Oh my gosh, okay. I wasn't expecting that at all, obviously. Like, I had my guesses there at the beginning. I think I even mentioned, I was like, oh my gosh, Rune is gonna fall in love with his actual fiance. And then like when it came out that wasn't who it was, I was like, okay, so it must be, was it Celestina was her name, I think is how you pronounce it. It must be Celestina. And I was like, okay, so it must be her. She must be the undercover. And then you find out like, no, honey, like it is crazy. And then the things that you learn about Danica too, like you thought you were done with Danica in the first book. You are not done with Danica. Sorry, my kid's still awake and he's getting excited that mommy is excited. But anyways, Danica, you figure out who her father is. That was another like, what moment. I was like, what? and then Danica at the very end, you find out that she had a freaking mate. And then it just breaks your heart a little bit more. And then Bryce is like going through this journey of, my best friend had an entire different life. And everyone keeps telling her like, no, but Danica loved you. And at the end, Bryce is like, then why did she leave me out? Like, why did she lie to me? Why did she string me along? Like, I don't feel like I knew who she was as a person. But apparently she loved me. Like, I was her number one. I was her ultimate. Like, we were supposed to do the drop together. And that breaks my heart too, because like I've felt that before, where like you think someone's your best friend and it ends up like they're not. They're someone else's best friend. They're like, they have a whole ulterior life and like you're just hung out to dry. So I felt that for Bryce. I really did. Rune, he has, just like Theron, like he goes through a whole freaking journey, and by the end of it, like you're crying for him because like he finds out who Agent Day is, like this person he fell in love with. And like actually fell in love with, because I mean he was the party boy. He's the party boy, and like he fell in love with someone, and he's like fighting for her, and it just like hurts. It hurts. And then we can talk about the Asteri. Is this a sci-fi now? Is this a sci-fi? Once again, I was like, what? Now we have like alternate dimensions and multiverses. I imagine it's going to be a multiverse sort of like situation, which like I get the Marvel trend. I guess we'll go with it. Now, however, by the end of this book, I officially need the other book because we're going to introduce A Court of Thorns and Roses characters in their universe. I mean, I love that for me because I get like Bryce using the gates can like time travel. I mean, I would call it time travel, like world jump, time travel, sort of like a whole Doctor Who sort of moment apparently, because you also went back in time. And now we're going to bring these guys in. So here's my prediction for book 3. You're not going to see any interaction with the Akatar characters with the Crescent City characters, because what I think is going to happen is you're going to get an awesome kick-ass training scene between Bryce and Reese and Farah and everyone else and Cassian, like the whole crew, and then Bryce is going to go back and kick ass. That's my prediction. I don't think she's going to be able to take them to Crescent City. However, I'm looking forward to the interactions. I'm also looking forward to figuring out the heritage of Bryce and Run, because she said that Reese looks like Run, which is kind of funny. So where does Bryce come into it? Because they're both Starborn. So we're going to figure this out. I've got theories. I was thinking about this last night. I didn't get much sleep. But anyways, yes, of course, I loved it. Okay, 5 stars. Not in all, like 5 stars. I'm in love. I need more. I'm gonna rethrow a glass to try to get some more, but I'm gonna tell you that I think Bryce is my ultimate. She's awesome. And Theron is awesome, and I feel for him. And Isaiah, his poor self. All right. I'm trying, and I was like book hangover time. I can't. Well, now that I finish this book, you'll have a wrap up coming up soon, I guess, for this month. It's almost the end of the month. But yeah, hope everyone else enjoyed this book as much as I did. And tell me your theories. Tell me your theories. Rant about it. Tell me about it. Let's just fill the comments with a bunch of spoilers. I don't care anymore. I took a whole week to read this book. I get that there's still people who haven't even gotten a copy, and bless their hearts, they are in for it. They're in for the ride. Hopefully you did this like read along style and did it every 100 pages, like kind of set it up. I'm hoping like kind of like a spoilery, but not really. I that's what I like doing with like these vlogs, is like I'll watch them to the point where I realize that I've read to that point, and then I'll pause the video and go back to it once I've read some more. So I thought that might be a fun concept. Hopefully that's how this video ends up. But yeah, comment down below, like the video when you're done with that, and then subscribe so you can see some more content. Like I said, wrap up, Christina Hanna book, author review, new TBR next month. We're gonna read some Throne of Glass and some more Kindle Unlimited romances. And yeah, thanks for coming along with me, and hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did.